Hutchinson, Marquez, and Arnell Selman. And now to introduce the visiting squad from North County United. Number 31, Alex Holiday. Number 15, Sean Hearn. Number 22, Christopher Lee. Number 6, Ignacio Diaz. Number 5, Travis Gonzalez. Number 8, Foster McCune. Number 14, Tobias Pelio. Number 10, Jacob Montes. Number 7, Tristan Doran. Number 9, Ethan Decker. And number 20, Evan Finnegan. That is the squad from North County United. And now, it's time to get on your feet and make some noise for your villages Sea Stars! Keeper, number 22, Tim McLean. Number 4, Eric Cadame Bastos. Number 3, Iago Lopez. Number 31, Van Dyke Yao. Number 28, Dylan Bartel. Number 5, William Perea. Number 20, Douglas Dos Santos. Number 6, Gabriel Torres. Number 8, Gabriel Cabral de Freitas. Number 14, Augusto Maciel. And last but not least, number 23, Leonardo Palma. The Villages SC is led by head coach Anderson da Silva. If you please direct your attention to the south end of the stadium for the presentation of the colors by the fire department. Everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Monica Verducio.
We're just about set for kickoff here from the Villages, where every point now vital with the race to the playoff after dropping 3 points down at IMG Academy. The Villages return home looking for 3 points here against North County. A little bit of a delay to start this game, but we'll be underway in just a couple of moments. Again, 3 points, extremely important to the Villages Buffalo here and their chances of making the playoffs. North County takes the field. Villages in the home whites, North County in blue. Appreciate you folks checking out Villages Buffalo soccer here on National Sports Broadcasting. Adam Reardon with you live from what's turned out to be a pretty lovely evening in the Villages.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this contest started off right. I know we want to see our boys perform at the top of their ability, and that's going to start right now. Let your boys hear you make some noise!
Ethan Decker ready to start this contest. Hope we've built anticipation for what promises to be a great game. Bastos gets ahead to that. That ball kept in play. North County. Long ball whipped through the box. No real danger there, and it'll go out of play for a throw. Bartel. Freitas goes backwards to Iago Lopez. Bartel. William Paredes now looks inside. De Freitas. The Villages will just keep possession. Van Dyke Gal. Now Paredes. Torres. Back to Gal once again. They'll try the right side of the field as Iago Lopez has it. Goes over the top. Looking for Gabriel Torres. It falls to him. Unable to collect it inside the box, and it goes out of play for a North County goal kick. Bolinel. Just send his players long and put his right foot through it. Sean O'Hearn. Tristan Doran looked to flick that through, but quite a measured pace to this game. Direct contrast to what happened at IMG Academy, where it seemed pretty scattered even from the start. Paiva out there on the right, who's back to goal, tries to flick inside. Maciel has it. Maciel in a battle there, wins it. De Freitas. Douglas Dos Santos asks for it, receives it, looked long for a second, instead we'll just play it wide. Now Yago Lopez pushes it forward, back in to Dos Santos. Maciel has it, turns, lays it to De Freitas. De Freitas tried to flick it right back onto him. I believe that was Christopher Lee that just played it safe and knocked it long, but right back into the waiting grasp of Van Dyke Gow. And the Villages once again will press forward. Now a long ball over the top. Pereira looking for Gabriel Torres, and Sean O'Hearn with the header out of play, but the Villages will have a corner kick. First opportunity from the corner here in the game, and it falls the way of the Buffalo.
To be taken by number 8, Gabriel
De Freitas will whip this in swinger with the right foot. Good ball. I believe Bastos had the first bite of that apple, and then William Pereira also on the back end. Didn't get a touch to it either, but a great ball whipped in there by De Freitas, but comes up begging. Bolinell once again with a goal kick. Gets that one flush, goes a long way. Pereira wins that in the air. Maciel pulls it down. Dos Santos looks to control out there on the far sideline. North County sideline claiming that ball went out of play. Referee didn't agree, so we play on. In the middle, Paiva. Back now to Pereira. Bartel. Gao. Switched again to Yago Lopez. A poor ball there, picked off. North County has it just for a moment. A poor touch there by O'Hearn. Gave De Freitas the opportunity to step in there with a pretty physical challenge. Comes off De Freitas, it'll be a throw for North County. O'Hearn throw long, Gao wins that ball in the air at its highest point. Ignacio Diaz out wide, now Christopher Lee. Evan Finnegan on the far side of the field. Drops the ball back to Lee. Getting cries to the referee from the North County United sideline. The Villages break out now. Bartel with a little space in front of him. Tristan Doran looked to close that down, but Gabriel Torres tries to beat O'Hearn.
Foul number 15, Sean O'Hearn.
County with a throw in, far side of the field. Elect to go long. Ethan Decker, the target there. Finnegan will leave it there. Looks like Tristan Doran's going to come to the far side of the field, maybe some sort of specialty long throw. Do we get to see a flip throw, or is Tristan Doran? Yeah, just he's taking the run up. We may see a flip throw. No, just a long throw, which is a really great throw in. That's like a set piece there, so you can see why he made the venture to the far side of the field. And now the Villages break out. That long ball across, is it going to sneak through? It doesn't. The Villages, after what looked like to be a great set piece opportunity by North County, the Villages, as everybody had pressed forward, used that opportunity to break out, and the ball never got to Augusto Maciel. And that quick break opportunity went away. Gabriel Torres whips that ball in. That ball's still in the box. Paiva, Maciel, both on it. Maciel pulls it back. Maciel controls, lays back. William Pereira. Dos Santos. Now Paiva. Dos Santos looks to try to chip that ball through. Christopher Lee heads it away. Pereira. The exception of the one set piece throw, and it's sort of felt like one-way traffic here. That ball sneaks through. Paiva inside the box. Paiva with the outside of his right foot. What a save. Bolinell with the save, and then O'Hearn touches it past the goal. It'll be a corner kick. Credit Bolinell on that strong left hand. Paiva with the outside of his right foot tried to tuck that in the corner, but it was knocked back. And then O'Hearn was there to clean up some mess. Dos Santos wants to settle, wants to hit it with his right foot, touches away, and does hit it with the right foot, but right at Bolinell. They'll go long, Tristan Doran there, but that ball's won by Iago Lopez easily. De Freitas. That ball tried to play it over the top to Maciel streaking, but it falls now. Doran has it for North County. But Paiva cuts that off. Maciel, tries to squeeze in De Freitas. Some of the North County players not excited about some of the 50-50 balls that they're playing. Ignacio Diaz, now Foster McCline. Montez, Lee, decent build up there, but it breaks down. Maciel pulls it down. He's surrounded and turns the ball back over himself. North County plays the ball over the top now. Flick by Tristan Doran. Decker with the ball. Referee says play on. Montez. Finnegan plays through to Lee on the overlapping run. Doran still down here on the near side, and the Villages win the ball away. Referee says high kick. Tristan Doran back to his feet just for a moment, may sit back down. He's going to try to walk it off. All right, he's feeling better. Enough to at least stick in on a challenge, and there's a challenge right there. One away by O'Hearn. Oh, great little move there. That Bastos out there on the right-hand side. Gave Finnegan the look like he was going to step inside, instead took it wide. Maciel brings it down. Just out of his reach, gets a toe to it, flicks it over the top of the bar.
Shot number 14, Augusto Maciel, just high.
save, keeping Paiva off the scoreboard and keeping this game knotted at 0-0. Lopez steps in, good tackle by him. DeFreitas comes in and wins that ball away, and now the Villages possess. Gao now hits the Gabriel Torres. So dangerous out here on the left wing. Gabriel Torres lost sight of where that last defender was, and as the ball was played, he was whistled to be offsides. William Pereira. Now Dos Santos, he's got a little room. Wants to chip to the back post, that's a good ball there. Over the top, Gabriel Torres brings it down. Inside, DeFreitas. DeFreitas lays it off. Pereira, back on DeFreitas. DeFreitas chips it in. Good ball there. Travis Gonzalez defends it well though, puts it out of play. DeFreitas, who's been dangerous here on these in-swinging corner kicks, gets another crack at it. Paiva looks to come short, flicks it on through the legs. And then that ball out of play, or excuse me, no. DeFreitas kept it in. Gives one move and then's dispossessed by Ethan Decker, who had come all the way back to defend on the corner kick. Credit to him. Tristan Doran with the foul there on Yago Lopez. Dos Santos switches it. Pereira's got a lot of space in front of him. Let's see if he takes advantage. Bastos. Okay, he was going to make a dipping run in there. May still get it yet. Gabriel Torres all the way on that far side of the pitch as well. Now Gao. Dos Santos cuts inside. Dos Santos now in the box. Dos Santos probably could have shot there. Instead lays it off to Bastos, who switches it in. Travis Gonzalez heads it away. And now Ethan Decker. Foul there on Yago Lopez. Just shuffled the ball out of play there. We'll see if he picks up a cheap yellow card here or just a warning. Just a warning. It's always good news for your center back. To pick up a cheap yellow card means that they can't defend with full vigor through the rest of the game for fear of picking up that second. So rather fortunate there to just get the old talking to. Lopez wins that header. Finnegan whipped in. Gao. Strong header one there at the top of the box. Maciel has a boot up high. Does clip Christopher Lee. In the 19th minute, Finnegan. Trying to drop this ball down in the center of the box. McGlynn gets a hand to it, but falls down. The referee Travis Gonzalez. Paiva checks all the way back to half field for the ball. Gets it off to Dos Santos. Dos Santos carries. Looks to whip it in. It falls to De Freitas off of one bounce to strike. Bolinell made the save there, but I don't think he actually knew much about it. De Freitas with a great strike on goal. Unfortunately, he picked the one place that Bolinell was standing. 2 or 3 feet either left or right of Bolinell, and I don't know that he could have done much about it. That thing was humming. Bastos, De Freitas, Maciel, that ball, 3 headers in a row, and it fell to Paiva, who unfortunately can't bring it in. And North County will move the other way. They got something cooking here. That's Decker. Inside of Lopez, chip back. Montez brings it down the strike just over the crossbar. That ball is a 50-50 ball. O'Hearn and Torres. Not sure exactly what the call was here, but it went against North County. Pereira. De Freitas now on the inside. Dos Santos and Paiva. Paiva back on Dos Santos. Pereira. Bartel goes wide. That ball chipped in on Maciel. Bolinell played it long, and the Villages will just pick up possession once again. Pereira tries the long switch. Can Bastos get to it? Yes, he can. Then he's hit by Evan Finnegan.
Yellow card issued. Number 20, Evan Finnegan.
I'm not sure if the foul was, or the yellow was for the foul, or maybe some words after. But nonetheless, Evan Finnegan's now sitting on a yellow card. 24th minute here from the Polo Ground in the Villages, Florida. 0-0 our score line. Again, 3 points here going to be vital for the Villages' playoff chances. And they've enjoyed much of the possession and the better scoring opportunities, but at this point, nothing to really show for it. Make no mistake about it, 1 point probably is not enough here. De Freitas dribbles in, marauds in, and he's looks like he was fouled outside the box, but the referee says thanks but no thanks. Lopez, Bartel, Gao. Pereira. Oh, an opportunity there as Paiva was sneaking in on the diagonal run to goal, but Maciel unable to get it to him. Ethan Decker looking to keep that in, but can't on the far sideline. Gabriel Torres, 2 players come over to him. He's still able to sneak a ball across, and Maciel Paiva. Paiva continues his run, clipped, but the referee says continue.
Citizens First Bank. Citizens First Bank has been hometown bank for 27 years. PDQ, people dedicated to quality. Visit them next to Colony Plaza 4 and eat. PDQ.com. World of Beer. There's global styles, tastes, and stories. Let's drink it in. Locations in Brown Road, Spanish Springs. The Village's Insurance. The Village's Insurance is not your average insurance agency.
Decker lays off.
A different kind of shoe store with 3 area locations.
Pelio. Pelio lays it back to Decker, but Bastos and Gal combine to cut that out, and it goes out of play for a corner kick.
Gators Dockside. Link with seafood and sports, and you bring my fix. Why spend money to replace the entire device? When you bring my fix, can repair it for you. Once again, we want to thank each and every one of these sponsors for making the 2018 Villages SC season a reality. Injured player on the field for the Villages, number 31, Van Dyke Yao.
Looks like Pelio will take this corner kick. North County into the box. That squeezes through. Bartel there. Yago Lopez now heads it out of danger. Tristan Doran with the big throw there. Van Dyke Gal steps in front. Nacio Diaz plays it out wide to Christopher Lee. Big left foot there, looking for the long switch. Bartel heads it once and then twice to De Freitas. Back on to Bartel. That's Gabriel Torres. The Villages will build from the back. The ball into the channel there for Maciel. Maciel out wide to Paiva. Back to Pereira. Paiva out there on that right wing against Christopher Lee. Tries to flick it through. It may still fall for Dos Santos. Got a hand ball.
Handling call number 20, Evan Finnegan for North County.
Dangerous spot here. Could be a strike on goal or a whipped ball across the 6-yard box. De Freitas and Pereira both on it. Pereira threatening a left foot. De Freitas the right. Maciel standing just in front of the goalkeeper in an offside position. De Freitas runs over top of it. Pereira lays it off to Santos. That ball over the top.
Shot number 20, Douglas Dos Santos, just high.
Pereira wins that ball. Maciel tries to bring it down. He and Christopher Lee in a race for the ball. Maciel physically wins that away. Ball laid back on to Maciel. Maciel, Paiva laid down. De Freitas, that ball deflected. Paiva in the box. Goal! Been plenty of nice build-up and opportunity for the Villages to score goals that hadn't come about. Sometimes the ones that go ping-ponging off other players and fall to your feet inside the box, you'll take. North County looking for an immediate answer. Ethan Decker. North County getting quite frustrated with the officiating here. The North County coach just told their players next one just go through him. So this game's going to get chippy. Freitas tries to play Gabriel Torres over the top. Bolinell tries to get this out wide. O'Hearn, he and Torres there. The ball goes out of play. Ball back to Ignacio Diaz. Good flick on Pelio. Back on. Now Montez. Diaz, long switch there to, that's Finnegan. Left-footed cross, Lopez there. Christopher Lee steps in, wins it. Montez, Diaz. Finnegan and Montez. Montez makes a move there. Montez now just cut up outside the box. The referee brings it back for a foul. Opportunity to threaten the goal here for North County United. Third minute. The Village is up 1-0. And at this moment, holding on to 3 points that would be very valuable to them in the chase for a playoff spot. I believe that's Pelio finally got the last touch of that to the back of the 18-yard box. And that was Travis Gonzalez who got ahead to it. But then Van Dyke Gow shepherds it out of play for a goal kick. That ball into the middle. De Freitas, great little touch over to Paiva. Paiva could bring it back down. He does. Now it's on his left foot. And he mishit it and allowed Bolinell. Did all the hard work. Maciel. Pareda sees. Believe that might be Travis Gonzalez. Fair play to William Paredes. The Villages were on the attack still, even after the save by Bolinell. Gets it out of play, so Travis Gonzalez can be attended to. Looks like Travis Gonzalez is asking potentially for a substitution here. They've got players warming up on the far sideline. Whatever happened to Gonzalez is enough for him to North County coaches all over the fourth official. So Gonzalez is off the field. We'll see if he's going to re-enter the game here, as North County has players warming up. Doran to Montez will just play it long. Fair play. Well done. And Gonzalez has checked back into the game. But for how long now? Van Dyke Gow goes long. O'Hearn just gets enough of that ball. It's Gabriel Torres. Always a threat out here wide on this left flank, whether it's from that left back spot or today from the left mid. Freitas, Bartel turns away. Nice ball inside to Torres. Long switch there. Bastos will reel it in. Pereira, Van Dyke Gow. He'll switch it back to Bastos. A little flick in there looking for Maciel. But North County can't clear. Dos Santos. Bastos. Bastos shakes off Ethan Decker. Torres got touched there. One away by Montez. Torres down. And now Ethan Decker and Yago Lopez in a foot race. Lopez wins that one. Needed to. North County coaches a little bit upset that Gabriel Torres didn't have to come off the field when Travis Gonzalez had to just a few moments earlier. Ball wasted. Gabriel Torres still taking a little bit to get his feet back about him. And it's played to him, but it looks like he is not going to be able to continue this game, and the Villages need to get somebody up and take the place of Gabriel Torres, who's down and injured. Looks like Felipe Antonio is warming up on this far sideline, or at least has gotten up off the bench. That will be a huge loss for the Villages, not just for the rest of this game, but any game or any minute that Gabriel Torres can't be on the pitch for the Villages is a loss. Throughout this season, so many attacking moments brought on this left-hand side, courtesy or through Gabriel Torres. To not have him fit and match ready for this stretch run will be a huge loss to the Villages. Anderson De Silva, sure, getting over there. I'd like to know how How about a knock one of his star players just took? And it looks like he's going straight to the bench. We're back underway. 41st minute of this first half. 1-0, the Villages lead. Paiva finding the opportunity inside the North County box. Had a couple more chances to add to that, but unable to do so. Bolinell has been up to the task through most of this first half. That ball chipped over the top. Gonzalez comes over, wins it away. Pereira, De Freitas, great little flick on, but well defended there by Gonzalez. Foul there by De Freitas. Pelio. Now O'Hearn. Gabriel Torres has checked back onto the field. This will be a happy sight for Villages fans. Torres there on that 50-50 ball. He's just not right, though. At this point, if you're Anderson de Silva, you need to probably make that switch sooner rather than later. He's tried to go, but just can't. That ball not cleared out. And then Ethan Decker. Unable to get it on frame. Long switch to Bastos. Bastos touches inside. Now that ball won by De Freitas. De Freitas has a player on his back, has got two in front of him. He continues on his run, and the referee says there was enough ball there. Iago Lopez wins it. Pereira. Maciel looked to make a run. They play short instead to Paiva. And back onto Dos Santos. Maciel so strong there with his back to goal. Pereira lets it ride. Torres just can't do it. Bartel, ball to the back post. It's going to fall. Paiva tries to touch around Finnegan. Finnegan there. Paiva's going to be whistled for a foul there for the push. Alcio Diaz. Long switch there. Finnegan and Bastos. Good battle there. Played up. Christopher Lee lets it go out of play. Lee will take the throw quickly. We've got just about 1 minute left here in this first half before stoppage time. Good touch there by Montez inside of Paiva. Montez wants to play it early. I think Paiva just also got a yellow card. McGlynn asked for the ball, and one of the few times he gets a chance to touch it here in this first half, and it's really no threat. Just the way you like it as a goalkeeper. Get your hands on the ball when there is no real threat.
We are in stoppage time.
We've had some delays here in the first half, so wouldn't be surprised if we see at least a couple minutes. Bastos looking to make this run, that long switch. What a great ball. Can Bastos get to it? He can. Pull it back. Nobody there, though. A little confusion between the two North County players. Maciel's still there. And it gets pushed out of play, or maybe not. That was such a great ball, and Bastos timed his run perfectly. Pereira. De Freitas inside Paiva. Paiva wants to slip De Freitas through and does. De Freitas tries to cut it back to Maciel. That ball comes back, hits Paiva right in the hand. And that stalls the momentum there that the Villages had. But again, a couple of other opportunities for the Villages that you hope at the end of this game that they're not looking back on, hoping that they would have put one away. Ball out of play.
Everyone at halftime, please go down and vote for the photo of the game from the last match at Guest Services. Downstairs for your chance to win a Jalisco gift card. Drawing will be at halftime. Once again, go on down, vote for the photo of the game from the last match at Guest Services for your chance to win a gift card from Jalisco.
And that's halftime. Here from the Villages, Florida. The Villages SC up 1-0 on North County, halfway to 3 important points in the chase for the playoffs. We'll be back for the second half of Villages Soccer right here on National Sports Broadcasting.
Rushing people and getting into the 18 and just not being able to finish in the 18.
It's like they're two like unsubs. You got all trying to pass the ball. The faces right there. You got to know how to pound it. I mean, sometimes what happens, the keeper may make a save, but it'll fall like right into another guy who's crashing the box. Trying to make a cut back pass.
Well, I tell you, we played SEMA here.
Yeah.
That game, I kid you not.
That was 0-0, yeah?
It was 0-0, but the Villages probably had 75 to 80% possession in that game. It was unbelievable how much they dominated possession in that game. They had so many opportunities, but it was just one of those games that just felt like we're going to end up losing this game at the end. We're going to end up losing this game at the end. Oh, crap. We felt like we were going to lose it just because we dominated so much it could not get, you know, sometimes when you get to the end, yeah, you just, when you're just killing it and you can't put it away, it almost doesn't momentum for the other team because like, oh, we're stopping. All we need is one good counterattack.
So, I mean, literally, you just be doing that all day, and then what we're gonna do is get chairs with like little overhanging things so that like the stuff you get all lined up.
Now we just laughing about them having the overhangs. Because all these games, the sun is over here. So literally it's just a heater. so that way people can see them and see.
No, that's why they wanted us doing the games while we're there, because then you can see the crowds.
And you know what? From a cameraman perspective, I can understand that, but also from a camera perspective, it's always better to have an up view. Nobody wants to see a view on TV. I gotta tell you what, every other stadium, even IMG, when you're having to view it from like the third row of metal bleachers, it just looks cheap. This looks pro, even if there's no stands back there.
You could get it like a full beat. You could be in a corner.
You could do like Blazing Saddles. Just build like
Yeah.
Rock Ridge. Just build Rock Ridge in the background.
That's right, man. Rock Ridge is the place to be. I love me some Rock Ridge.
See, those things are like that one might only be 15 feet. I don't know.
So what's that in the air? Is that like a microphone?
That's the camera in there.
Oh, the camera.
Talking about the white thing?
No, the black thing.
That's the
black
camera.
pole?
Yeah, I think they said it's probably about 15.
Yeah, because they have three different kinds. They have 15, 21, and 25 feet. So I think that's 15. And 15 or 21. We got 21. And it's a little camera on the top. And it just sits there. And basically, what you do is you tilt it down to where you see the whole field from there, and then you just go left and right. And when I say the whole field, like you see from this side of the field to that side of the field, and then you just go left and right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, see that big old square? That's the screen that you actually watch the game on.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a 10-inch monitor. It's like this big. So it's way easier than watching it on that one.
So are you doing a lot more stuff I would assume you're doing more stuff with Ryan if you know how to run his setup and all that.
Yeah. He and I are working some other stuff. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of stuff.
Cool. Still doing the same amount of stuff on the radio, just...
No, man, I got laid off.
What?
Yeah, I got laid off. They've gone.
I know they've gone through different ownerships and all that, but I didn't know...
It's actually the best thing ever happened to me, to be honest with you, man. Because it was like when you work at the same place forever, like you don't want to quit. You've been there forever, you know? And it's like, they were big. The people that were running it sucked. They're terrible at running a radio station. They're crooks, really. I think one guy super full of shit.
That makes a lot more sense than yours. I was like, didn't know how you'd have time to do stuff with Brian if you were doing that, but man, that makes a lot more sense now. Brian's got obviously a growing company, so...
Yeah.
So that was live on YouTube.
Yeah, he's still on YouTube right now. Good news is this is the longest game you'll ever do. No game's ever this long.
Yeah, this is pretty big, so.
And then I got a girlfriend lives in Orlando, so I spend most of my time there.
So is Taryn... I know Taryn, didn't she take the season off or something like that? Know what she's thinking about doing? I've heard a bunch of kids that came out of that same age group that are wanting to take this year off, and I mean, maybe it's part of,
My kid's quitting soccer this year has everything to do with my stupid ex-wife.
really, what does she want to be doing? Playing chess?
No. What it is, my kids were at Orlando City. Taryn was playing ECNL. It's the highest level you can play.
Oh yeah, dude, she playing ECNL is amazing.
Yeah, but what it is, my girlfriend lives 2 blocks from Orlando City. And so...
This is the winner of the gift card.
So she didn't like the idea of my kids being close with this other woman. And she has 2 daughters too that play on high-level teams in Orlando City as well.
Okay.
So it's just control BS type stuff.
And they can check out the winner downstairs.
Hayden Burton, is that the name of the person who won?
Yeah?
Okay.
What did they win?
They win
Gift card somewhere.
Jalisco!
They won the opportunity to take him to dinner at Jalisco. That's a
Probably.
great gift.
I'll tell them that.
I just say, I went to some Vietnamese restaurant today, man. I got this curry chicken. I love curry chicken, man. Spicy, but like they make it with like that coconut milk, so it's like sweet and spicy.
Right.
I love it. I eat it, and then like for like the next 3 days I hate it.
somebody that's an athlete like that, I mean, like from very early on, like her and like Manny, who played on Cameron's team, like those are the kind of kids that they keep with it. They're going to be doing something. They're going to have themselves a scholarship. They're going to be.
Well, Manuel, he's back now at Chigozie, right? Or
I think from what I've heard, he's back in Ocala now because it's just there's Russian kid that is just burned out, man.
Well, no, I heard. Well, Rush is done. His age group is done. They don't have any more kids his age at Rush DA.
That's shocking.
Well, because Rush only has DA up to a certain age.
Right.
So if he was going to stay at DA, he'd have had to made Orlando City, and that ain't happening.
Tell you what, though, I'm really disgusted with the fact that the top level got watered down. Where when DA was like, oh, we're gonna start a girls division, ECNL was like, screw you guys, if you're gonna do that, we're gonna start a boys division. It's like
All that stuff. It's just to me, it's a lot like when you look at Ocala soccer.
yeah.
And in fact, there's two clubs. There's two clubs.
What's actually technically 3 that's down to 2 now.
What's 3?
Well, because Legacy still has 1 team in Ocala.
You have an Ocala team?
Joe Bernardo still has they
Oh, is he a Legacy? He's like that kind of stuff. That stuff's so weird to me, man. Honestly, I don't get it. I mean, Ocala's so small that you can't have two leagues. It's like no work. Hold on. I will not have my run into Ocala Premier. Over their crap.
because they just the problem with the Ocala Premier is every kid is not travel caliber.
No,
And they pretty much they're like we have to make
Push 'em
sure
on there.
we have to make sure we have as many travel teams as we can. If you've got 4 travel teams in the same age group, that's not good because you'll get a team and you're like these kids are getting nothing out of this. All right, fans. Looks like we got 22 guys on the field ready to get the second half started. They're going to wait for the 4 guys in the green shirts, the referees. While we're all waiting, the photo contest. The winner of the photo contest and the Jalisco gift card. Voting on photo A is Hayden Burden. Once again, Hayden Burden is the winner of the Jalisco gift card. You guys can all go down to guest services, take a look at that winning photo. Also want to announce the photo of the game winner from the last game. The fans voted for Gary Smarler's photo in the last home game. So congratulations to Gary Smarler for taking that excellent photo. And if you guys see any of the ambassadors around, are you new to the game? Wonder about our team and what the league is that we play in? Make sure to look out for our ambassadors. They're more than fans. We have information to share.
as we had in the first half. Slight delay to get this second half started. We'll have
Substitution incoming for the
swap here for the Villages.
Exiting number 6, Gabriel Torres.
Gabriel Torres, who tried to make a go of it late in the first half,
Number
checks out.
27, Agustin Ortiz Serrano.
And then Serrano will take his spot. May have had a sub or two for North County. We'll fill you in on those as we recognize them. Number 21, Felipe Calvillo.
Let your boys hear ya make some noise!
Underway here in the second half.
Substitution incoming for North County. Entering number 21, Felipe Claudio.
Felipe Claudio coming in to the game. Looks like he may have replaced Evan Finnegan. Oh, looked to be a foul there, and it is.
Penalty kick upcoming for North County. Yellow card issued number 28, Dylan Martell for the Villages.
Bartel whistled for the foul, and then the yellow card inside the box. It's going to be a penalty kick. A little discussion over who's going to take it. Also looks like Derek Dobson's checked in. But now over top of this ball, Ignacio Diaz.
Also entering for North County at the half, number 11, Derek Dodson. Kick to be taken by number 6, Ignacio Diaz for North County.
Diaz, the run up, calmly places that where McGlynn was. Back on level terms now. Credit to North County there, who came out here in the second round of this fight and threw the big punch. We'll see if the Villages can pull themselves off the ropes and get the win here. Back to McGlynn. Dobson offers chase. Ball flicked on. Paiva on the run there, and the goal scorer, Ignacio Diaz, gets it out of play. Dos Santos, Pereira. De Freitas dispossessed there. Ethan Decker, long switch, good ball by him. Claudio tries to go inside, great tackle by Lopez. Pelio. Bastos wins it. Dos Santos back to Gao, who just plays it long. Evan Finnegan and Tristan Doran, the two players that have made way for Dobson and Claudio. And those two offensive changes have paid dividends early here in the second half. So we're now on level terms at 1 goal apiece. Pelio, now some room to operate in the middle. Tries to get through, does, to Dobson, who's whistled off sides, but McGlynn made a save anyhow.
Yellow card issued number 14 to Tobias Pelio for North County.
It won't go down as a save officially, but McGlynn with a great parry to the right-hand side of his goal. North County offering up the high pressure here in this second half, and it's paying off as the Village is finding it hard to possess. Ethan Decker had an ambitious strike from long distance there. Serrano, now his first opportunity on the ball. Spins out on the right foot, inside. Paiva just pulled back by Diaz.
Number 6, Ignacio Diaz for North County.
Dos Santos. Bastos tries to make the run, but Dos Santos mishit it. I believe Bastos has started his run early and he's whistled offside.
Offside is the call.
Pelio into the corner. Trapped in by 2 Villages players, then dispossessed by Serrano. Serrano wants to carry out, chips it over the top for Paiva. Travis Gonzalez just gets it out of play. Bolinel. Claudio. Foster McLean almost dispossessed there, but North County keeps it. Montez then forced off the ball there, and the whistle goes against De Freitas. McLean chips over the top. Ethan Decker there. Decker brings it back, keeps possession now, lays it down. Claudio, good tackle by Van Dyke. Claudio, slow to get up. Serrano has Dos Santos in front, Bartel on the other side. Dos Santos tries to get to Bartel, but was fouled from behind there. Pereira. Serrano. Chips it in the middle. That's a poor ball. De Freitas. Or excuse me, that was Dos Santos. Able to win it for a second. Bastos. Dos Santos now. Dos Santos with it. Dos Santos. That tackle from McLean gets him the yellow card. De Freitas and Dos Santos both now. Well, Dos Santos moves away, and it ball will be served up by De Freitas. Not sure if he can squeeze it into. That ball's going to go to the back of this 6-yard box, and it's just knocked out of play for, oh, an offsides call. Thought we were going to see a corner kick there, but I think Van Dyke Gow a little bit ambitious on his run. Travis Gonzalez now will just hammer this ball long and out of play. Maciel, so strong on the ball, able to keep it, chip it forward, headed back. That ball switched to Serrano, but it's one out of the air. Serrano tries to flick it forward to Paiva, but instead now McLean cuts it back. Christopher Lee. North County able to ping it around a little bit, keep possession. If he'll just try to pressure Bartel. Long switch coming here to this near side. Christopher Lee. Clauillo asking for the overlap, gets it, but he holds it instead. Hammers the ball. Diaz plays long, good ball. Ethan Decker, but cut off by Van Dyke Gow. But North County United enjoying the majority of possession here in the second half. We're in the 57th minute. 1 point at home. It's not going to be enough as the Villages continue to push towards the playoffs. Probably need all three here. Pelio came from an offside position. Pereira. Serrano tries the nifty little touch, but unable to pull it off. Dos Santos lays it down. Iago Lopez takes a touch. Clauillo, heavy tackle into him. They continue to play on. Bastos, long ball. Headed back. Tries to head it back to the goalkeeper. Ball whipped in. Ball still in the air there. Serrano pulls it down. Plays it back into the box. Takes one touch. Goes out of play for another corner kick. That play short. Dos Santos, right foot to the back post. There is a player down, clutching his head. And so with that, the referee will call a halt to this game without the ball going out of play.
the Villages.
Bastos up. Pereira. Paiva. Dos Santos touches forward beyond Montez. Bastos making a run. Serrano. Inside. De Freitas off his right foot. De Freitas still carries on. Dos Santos strike! What a save!
Nice shot, number 20, Douglas Dos Santos.
Bolinell through the traffic, probably saw it late, but able to get down with another really strong hand there. One, keep that out of the back of the net, and two, to keep it out from in front of his goal. Great save by Bolinell. Dobson beaten to that ball. Dos Santos. Clauillo. Some pressure there, but Dos Santos looks to break it. Serrano comes to it and dribbles himself out of play. Diaz back to this near side here with Gonzalez. Pelio. Montez. Got a couple of options. Decker had an overlap, didn't get to him. Montez continues, gets another touch. Pelio tries the fancy little flick. McCline, long switch out. Oh, good ball whipped in. Pelio got the last touch on it, but it was wide.
Fans, we want to thank you for coming out to this contest. The next contest for Villages SC, July 3rd away at FC Miami City. After that, we end the season with a 3-game homestand, July 7th, July 11th, July 14th, all 6 o'clock, all right here. Once again, the next game, July 3rd away at FC Miami City. Then we have 3 home contests to end the season, July 7th, July 11th, July 14th.
Looks like Tobias Pelio coming off. Pelio will make way for another North County player.
Exiting the field for North County, number 14, Tobias Pelio. And number 17,
Bologna Urso checks in there. Serrano out here on the wide side. Good tackle there by Bastos. Bastos cut down there by Montez. De Freitas, Paiva. A little too much there in front of the box and turns it over. North County want a break here. Dobson in a foot race with Gow. Gow will lay it down to McGlynn. McGlynn loses control there for a second and just plays it safe by knocking it out of play. All the way back. Malcio Diaz, long switch there. Bastos wins that in the air. Serrano brings it down. With a player at his back, he'll carry. He'll break the pressure now. Serrano on the run. That ball played through. Paiva into the box. Tries to cut it on the right foot. Does. And that shot not strong enough. And the rebound, as Bolinell has been pretty sure-handed all day, almost fell to Maciel. Oh, great header by Van Dyke Gow. Well won. O'Hearn take this throw now. This is 2 games in a row now for the Villages, who need every point as they are in this playoff chase where they've faced a goalkeeper who's had quite an explosive day. That ball out wide. De Freitas can't get it. As both players are making diagonal inside runs, that ball played out to the wing but goes beyond the reach. Bartel whistle for the foul. Long switch here. Ethan Decker on the near side of the field. Decker cuts in. Tries to flick it inside. Gow wins it. Decker continues the press. Paiva to Dos Santos. Dos Santos turns away. Serrano now, who's been dangerous, wants to carry forward. Dos Santos runs. Serrano, great ball. Just headed away at the last moment. You saw Paiva coming in on it, but De Freitas on it. De Freitas lays it back. Bartel back on De Freitas. De Freitas wants it on that right foot, creates a little bit of space, then hits it, but with not enough pace. Making life easy for Bolinell back there. Lee. Some pressure there by Serrano. Set to McCline. Long switch there. Decker. Long ball over the top, attempted for Montez, headed down to Bastos. Bastos cuts inside, Bologna Urso. Serrano again with some room out here to run. Christopher Lee comes over, Serrano into the middle. Maciel cuts inside. Now Maciel gets a touch by, tries to get it to the back post. It's bending. It's going to stay in play. Paiva on it. A miscommunication. Dos Santos plays back. Pereira inside. De Freitas. Paiva uses his pace, beats it to the end line. Can they get that ball across the face of goal? He can't. Great defending there. That was Ignacio Diaz. Kept that ball from getting across the face of goal. Dos Santos, De Freitas, that's a strike. That just goes wide. Another substitution. Looks like Jacob Montez is going to check out of this affair.
Exiting number 10, Jacob Montez.
Pushed by Decker. North County taking every opportunity to milk the clock as much as they can here, and Bologna Urso had grabbed the ball and Douglas Dos Santos had come in there to snatch it back from him, and we may see 2 yellows here. One for Bologna Urso, time wasting, and
Yellow card number 17, Bologna Urso for North County.
Douglas Dos Santos.
Douglas Dos Santos for the Villages. He was like a running back jumping off the freaking fumble.
Be interesting to see that 4th official if he's keeping track of all this time. William Pareda tries to push the ball forward about 4 yards. Dos Santos tries to turn, but Bologna Urso there to win it away. Bologna Urso touch, tries to get inside Van Dyke Gal, turns to the left foot instead. McGlynn with a save for a moment. Dobson, and then headed over the crossbar, but
What a save! Number 22, Tim McGlynn!
now Serrano into the middle. That touch takes him away from the ball for a second. Pareda collects it. Ball into Augusto Maciel, doesn't get there. But Paiva retrieves it. Dos Santos, Serrano, De Freitas out wide now. Bastos. Bastos has Christopher Lee in front of him. 1v1, great tackle by Lee, but it goes for De Freitas. Now Serrano turns. Ethan Decker on his back. Serrano. Serrano, the last touch comes off of his toe.
One more time, we'd like to recognize the sponsors that have made this 2018
Credit to Ethan Decker there, and
possible. All chiropractic and
him
wellness
coming back to defend.
chiropractic care like you've never experienced. Check them out at All Chiro.
Christopher Lee on the throw.
Holidays and weekends with 4 locations. 24/7 Fitness, tired of overcrowding at the gym?
Decker
Check out 24/7 located
goes down to Travis Gonzalez. Gonzalez just bang it out.
852-399-2014 for more info.
Van Dyke Gow.
Citizens First Bank. Citizens First Bank is your hometown bank for 27
We're in the
years.
75th minute.
PDQ.
15 minutes left in this affair, plus some added time.
Visit the Extra Colony Plaza or
McGlynn,
PDQ.com.
Pereira,
Love of beer. There's a local styles, tastes, and stories.
a ball off outside of Van Dyke Gow's foot. Oh, headed on by Serrano. Great flick. Maciel trying to turn Gonzalez. Maciel. That ball looks like it took a deflection, but it didn't. O'Hearn out wide on the right-hand side. Dos Santos steps in front, wins that ball away. Serrano, cuts inside 2 defenders. Dos Santos now out here on the right, wants to whip in a right-footed cross. Maciel heads it to the back post. Paiva unable to get anything on it. Clauillo tries to get it out, plays it off of the hand of Paiva. Bologna Urso. Oh, cut down. That ball headed right down. Ethan Decker touches. Great defending there. Iago Lopez. Dos Santos. Now to Pereira. A little room in front of him to operate. De Freitas chips it over the top. That ball headed down for a second. Second header. Back to Bolinel as Paiva was lurking. Bolinel. Another header won by Van Dyke Gow. Now back. McGlynn just chips it over to Bartel. Clever little touch there, but Bartel lets it bounce. Invites the challenge, and it's won away by North County. Right now, North County enjoying some possession here, and as the time ticks down, it's an issue for the Villages. That ball, Van Dyke Gow with a challenge there. One away. Now the Villages maybe can break here. De Freitas plays it out wide. Back onto De Freitas. Bartel. Great tackle there by Bologna Urso, and I believe that ball did come off of Bartel. Good tackle. Well won.
Substitution incoming for the Villages. Exiting, let me know what you think, fans. Number 14, Augusto Maciel.
Maciel going to check off here. Check out of the game, and Felipe Antonio.
Felipe Antonio.
Maciel's had a couple of opportunities, but maybe some fresh legs up front as the Villages have to chase a goal here. 1 point at home against North County, a team that bit them earlier in the year. Is not going to be enough. Dos Santos tries to squeeze it in to Antonio, but North County comes away with it. Clauillo out wide. Ethan Decker now. Ethan Decker will hold it for a minute. Oh, tries to play the give and go. Tomas Loop. The foul there on Eric Bastos. Paiva gets it caught underneath him. Still able to work out. But then McCline gets a toe on it. Gets it away. And Clauillo Bologna Urso. He and Claudio not on the same page there. And they give it back to the Villages. The Villages now here in the 80th minute. Need to make something happen. Bolinell will just play it out to Travis Gonzalez. Oh, nice little flick by Claudio. That ball played in early. Bastos there. Serrano and Decker. Decker asking for the handball there, but not from that close in. Not going to get that one. Dos Santos. Pereira. Oh, that's a poor ball there. Turned over. Then one back off of McCline. And now Claudio. Christopher Lee. Now Claudio, who's a bit of everywhere here on the pitch in the second half. Decker comes in, checks in for it, and plays down. Now this long ball over the top to Christopher Lee. But that touch wasn't good enough. And Eric Bastos started here for the Villages. Pereira now in the middle of the field. Bologna Urso. That ball touched, but it'll fall. Pereira, now Serrano. He's got Dos Santos out here on the right, decides to use him. Serrano now makes a looping run, gets in behind him out here on the right-hand side. That ball driven, headed up, and now headed out. But Dos Santos wins it back. Pereira to Paiva. Paiva driving at O'Hearn, driving, gets to the end line, tries to cut it across, but again, credit to Ignacio Diaz, able to knock that away at the last moment and not let it get into a threatening position. Got a player down for North County. Bartel checks out, and looks like Argolo checking in. And we're having a substitution on the other side. Was that Ignacio Diaz that came out of the game? No, it was not. Some confusion there on whether or not they were offside, so they let it ride, but Gao has to win that. Bologna Urso. Lopez touches away, then releases De Freitas. De Freitas in the middle of the pitch now. McCline has to let him go after his yellow card. De Freitas from outside the box. Michael Perkins checks on. He replaced an injured player. I believe that was Claudio that came off the field, who had come on here in the second half and been quite active, but took a knock and was replaced. Fernando Argolo. It's a ball to Paiva. Pereira dispossessed. Dobson plays. What a great job of defending by William Pereira.
Excellent defending, William Pereira for the Villages.
And that was Baloney Urso in alone with McGlynn. Dobson played him through, and it's about as good a scoring opportunity as you could ever ask for.
Quarter kick upcoming, number 17, Maloney Orso for North County.
85th minute now. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. That ball over the top. Ethan Decker flicks it. Michael Perkins. Serrano steps in, steals it. That ball behind Paiva. Had that ball been in front, Paiva could have been off to the races. But we're still moving here. De Freitas, can he get that ball through? Serrano. He's got Dos Santos on the overlap. Serrano plays it over the top, and there is nobody in a white jersey there. That ball's going to fall. Felipe Antonio can't get it under control. That ball's over the top. We're going to have a foot race here. McGlynn stutter steps and then comes out to win it. Serrano may be able to keep this. He does. Dos Santos. Felipe Antonio. Travis Gonzalez gets a foot to it first. That ball hammered long. Van Dyke Gao can just camp underneath it. He does. Pereira, Gao, Argolo. The Villages look to make another substitution at the next opportunity as well. Argolo driving. It's into De Freitas. Antonio, Felipe Antonio. Oh my gosh. Would have been an own goal there, but instead the Villages still attack. That ball. Now Dos Santos looks to. Can Paiva turn? He's going to try, continue to try to drive. He's inside the box. Too many players to beat by himself. And that ball goes out of play. We're going to have another substitution.
Substitution incoming for the Villages. Exiting number 5, William Pereira.
William Pereira checks out here over the last few minutes as a goal is of paramount importance.
We have a weapon of mass destruction sighting. Entering the field, number 60. Excuse me, number 26. Uzi Hernandez.
Uziel Hernandez checks in. Again, the Villages chasing this goal. Serrano wants to try something from the distance. Tomas Leloup. Yago Lopez, the tackle there. Argolo. Oh. Argolo fouled there. De Freitas will try to ping this ball. Yago Lopez moves forward. We'll probably see a ball played into the box here. Eric Bastos remains back. More substitutions coming in. Ethan Decker checking out for North County. Raymundo is checked into the game. Van Dyke Gao can't get enough on that. Christopher Lee will play it out. All the way back. That ball went out of play. That's going to be a corner kick.
Corner kick upcoming for the Villages.
Opportunity here for the Villages.
There's not much time.
Desperate need of somebody to rescue 3 points in this contest. De Freitas, great ball bent to the back post. That was Hernandez that got a head on it, but unable to steer it towards goal. Ball in the back now. Serrano just whips it. Long switch. Oh, great take there. Off the left. Argolo, the long switch, and De Freitas inside the box, unable to keep it down. Lost his footing there. May see a yellow card here for the goalkeeper. Another Bolinel. Another incident of time wasting. Says a lot about the mindset of teams. You know, happy just to get a point on the road and play spoiler versus go out and try to win this game with as much time as you may have on the clock out of North County United. Paiva tries to slip it into Felipe Antonio. Can he get around? He gets pulled down. Still in play. That ball across the face of goal. It's going to stay in bounds here. Iago Lopez looking for some support. Iago Lopez throws himself to the ground. More players down. More time off the clock. It's Travis Gonzalez succumbing to cramps, at least for a moment. Bastos, Serrano will whip it in. Paiva cuts in on the right foot, chips it in the box. Gonzalez heads it away. Bastos brings it down. Argolo out wide now. Paiva against O'Hearn. Paiva slips it back. Antonio can't get a touch to it. Goes as far as Argolo. Tries to just pound it in with the left foot. Serrano lays it back to Van Dyke Gal. Serrano fouled. De Freitas chips it into the back post. That's a header, but not enough pace on it there by Felipe Antonio, who's had some opportunities here in this second half after coming on, but none that have paid the ultimate dividend. Anderson De Silva with his hands on his head on the far side of the pitch. Extremely disappointed. Argolo tries to cut to the middle. Perkins with a foul from behind. That's his. Iago Lopez, center back out here on the right wing. Felipe Antonio trying to do too much, dispossessed. And that ball just played into the corner. Serrano able to shield off Dobson, and Dobson fouls. Some ties feel like wins, some ties feel like losses. And I'll tell you this for the Villages, should the whistle blow here, this tie will definitely feel like a loss. But some time left. Paiva outside the box. That ball misdirected. And now a chance. Dobson will play it in. He should have just dribbled to the corner. McGlynn holding it. Needs to get it out of his hands here as soon as possible. Iago Lopez into the middle. De Freitas to Felipe Antonio. Felipe Antonio, he's got himself turned to goal. Now here, ball into the box. Paiva chops in on the right, in front of the goal. Raimundo can't get it there. Flicks it to the back. Felipe Antonio with his left foot off the crossbar. When the ball's not hitting the back of the net, it's just not hitting the back of the net. Probably 2 or 3 opportunities there for the Villages to tuck that away. Paiva on the right foot, the rebound in front by Raimundo, and then the bending left footer by Felipe Antonio, but none able to hit the back of the net. We're beyond 5 minutes of stoppage time here. Net ball over the top. Headed back. McGlynn gets it. Van Dyke Gow. Played long. Uziel Hernandez. Christopher Lee shepherds that out of play. It wasn't for a lack of opportunity for the Villages today. The lack of finishing. Serrano knocked down one more time. That ball kicked away. There can't be too much more in this. We are in the 97th minute. Everybody's got to move forward. This will probably be last chance saloon, if you will, for the Villages. This ball needs to be played into the box. Headed a couple of times. Van Dyke Gow with it. Van Dyke Gow happy with a throw in there. This has to be a long one. And the game is over here from the Villages, Florida. Your final score, Villages SC 1, North County 1. A tie that will feel like a loss to the Villages, their coaching staff, and their supporters. And one that may be damning for their chase for the playoffs. Appreciate you checking out Villages Soccer right here on National Sports Broadcasting. I'm Adam Reardon.